Protests against police brutality across the country continue tonight, and Cleveland's downtown remains closed.
Tonight, leaders in our area are left wondering how to move forward and make change. News 5's Amanda Van Allen asked these tough questions to one of the most historic leaders in our area. Amanda?
Tracy and Frank, I talked to Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. for a long time today. He tells me what really needs to change is what he and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. have been preaching about for years. Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. says he is outraged by the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. He blames a system of injustice and what he calls the misrepresentation of the role of law enforcement. He stands behind the nationwide protests.
I will go to my grave believing that nonviolence is the way to address evil and injustices. But we cannot impose that on others who have not made that commitment. We can pray that they would seek it, understand it, and practice it.
In order to heal, move forward, and empower African Americans, Reverend Dr. Moss says so much needs to change systematically.
When we make the commitment to invest in our urban and rural areas of our nation, truly commit to public education, in-depth health and human services for all, and de-invest in a system of injustice and guaranteed poverty.
Now, Reverend Dr. Moss and Martin Luther King Jr. marched together for years. I asked him if Dr. King was still here today, what would he say? He tells me to remember that Dr. King would be in his 90s. He told me to reread his last book, rewatch his last speech, and he thinks that is exactly what he would be talking about today: access to equality for all. In Cleveland, Amanda Van Allen, News 5.